Hello happy people, my name is Dan and welcome to another episode of GM48 Game Jam games. These are all games made within 48 hours around the theme of side effects. So let's see what we've got. Okay, so up first today we have got Trip. And in Trip you are a mushroom. And that is good, I love mushrooms. They are delicious, and in this case they are racing. What you're doing is you are racing your fellow mushrooms here, and in doing so you're also collecting mushrooms, because there's a lot of mushrooms going on. What you have to do is, it's a randomly generated level, which is nice. You collect the mushrooms and they give you a good and a bad thing, which will help you in the race. So you see here I collected some mushrooms and I got a jelly bean rain, and I forgot what the bad thing was because I quickly collected another one. There we go. Oh, jelly rain and overdrive, which made me move super quick. I did find the only one that the bad side effect that really messed me up was the one that reverses your controls, especially because then I end up getting so confused. And then when I collect another mushroom it goes back to normal, and then I'm just as confused again. Flip-flop, that's what it's called. I saw it just come up there. It's a really well made game, there's a lot of fun, random procedural generation for the levels, which does mean the platform is sometimes a bit tricky when there's a really high up ledge, but then the good side is you can just fall off and get yourself back up to the top. And I did manage to win this race. I ran both of them and won both of them, and I'm quite pleased with that. But it did put up a challenge, so I enjoyed this one. Good job. Okay, so up next today we have got Symptom Death. And in Symptom Death you are this hooded, cloaked fellow, and what you have to do is navigate the stage, but the twist is, if you die, you become what killed you. So I jumped into spikes there, and now I am a spike block. You can then use that to your advantage because you respawn after the spike block has landed, and you can now navigate that platform. It's a really interesting concept. I don't think I've seen anything quite like it this jam, or at all really. It's very interesting. The only issue I'm having is, so you see I die there and I become Spike. With this game is it's not entirely clear that that's what's happening. That's the only issue I'm having. I think it could have been explained a little bit better, and I think a little bit of explanation needs to come in at the bit coming up. I'll show you where it comes up. So this bit here, this is quite cool. You see, so I die and then I become Spike, and I use that Spike to then be a wall platform. So I wasn't quite sure what was going to happen, but yeah, there you go. I am wall platform, and now I can jump onto it. This is the bit that confused me though. This is, you can become the saw blade, and then you can use that presumably to get to the other end, or you can become the spike. That's what I guess. The reason I say guess is because I didn't know how to get past this bit, and looking at a few comments it looks like I wasn't on my own, but I'm looking at it now thinking I might have seen the solution. I might have not needed to have done that because I could have gone up instead of across. So I might need to revisit this and get past that part, because that bit confused me so much. But yeah, it's really well made. There's not a menu on this one, you just dive straight in. I think a little bit of sort of polish around the edges might have helped with that. Maybe just an arrow here to say, after a few deaths, go up, might have helped, if that's the right solution. I think it is. Oh, I glitched out a little there for some reason too. Wasn't sure why that happened, but we'll pretend it didn't. These things happen. But yeah, it's a good concept. I've not seen it before. I did become the saw blade at some point, and I thought that was my solution. It wasn't. So here it is. I am now saw blade. But I wasn't going up. No, I think a little bit clearer explanation might have helped with this one, because the concept is really, really good. It's a really well made and really unique idea as well. So I hope that they do continue to work on this post jam, because it's a good one. So I enjoyed that. Let's see what else we have got. Okay, so up next today we have got a blank game. Ooh. And by blank game, what I mean is a game that has no description and no instructions. So I was diving in quite unknown on this one. Also no sound. Cue the backing track. I don't know why they don't include sound. I get time as a factor, but just a little backing track makes all the difference. Also no menu, so again, jumping in head first on this one. But again, it's just the little things like that. I think with enough time you can get the sort of time management to put that in. The game itself, though, is very interesting. So the game is called Pills, and in Pills, you are a pill, I assume, and you, at the start of each level, have a little side effect like that one where you become invisible, and in doing so, you are invisible to the lasers too. There are other ones where you grow smaller with a higher jump, and so in this one you're slower but with a higher jump as well. Smaller one to get through the platforms, the walls there. And what you have to do is use these side effects that you apply at the start of a level to navigate the rest of the level. It's quite a smart idea. I really enjoyed the concept. I just think a little bit of refinement around the edges, some character design would have helped with this one. It's all very blocky, and I think it's a shame because it looks like it's just a product of not having enough time, which I get. In a jam, you don't always have a lot of time, there's a lot of rush to get things looking just right. But I think with some more time, this could have been an interesting piece. Overall though, it is challenging and interesting, so I did enjoy it. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so up next we have Scarecrows. Scarecrows, in which you are a scarecrow. What you have to do is go up and scare the crows. Have I said scarecrows enough yet? It's quite an interesting concept because the first time I didn't really know that these little green dots that they leave behind you shouldn't actually trample on them, and I trampled on all of them and lost quite quickly. What you have to do is you have to go up and attack the scarecrows, and when you do, they will drop a seed which will grow into a little life flower, which I think is cute. Basically, it's an interesting idea for the side effect theme because you have to be careful of plotting your route that you don't trample on too many of your life flowers, and if you do, you will find you don't have enough seeds and you'll run out of lives. So you see I lost a few lives there, but it's okay because sooner or later, there we go, a flower, a little heart flower has come up, which is cute, and I can collect them and then gain a life. But if I collect them before they have grown, I won't get a life. It's an interesting concept for the theme side effect because you effectively have to plot your movement and where you kill them, and I boxed myself in a little bit, so I had to trample a few plants. I would have liked to have seen perhaps some more different types of plants, maybe. Some sort of different powers or something, but I guess obviously that's something that maybe time and future improvements can do if they do continue working on this, but overall it is a good concept. I really enjoyed being a scarecrow and getting my little life flowers. So it's one of those that's endlessly repetitive. Maybe some sort of scoring system would be helpful to see how many I did, but I did think it's a good concept and a good game. And with that said, that is all I have time for today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to stick around, and I will see you in the next one. Until then though, bye!